Good evening. We're back. We were gone for a while, if anyone noticed, if anyone cared, but we were kind of absent.
I cared.
For a period of time. Thank you, Matt. You're always here.
I tolerated it.
You know what? Listen, you can leave.
Hi! He left!
You ruined our overlay, you bitch!
Oh no!
Oh no! Now we're back to. Oh no! Now I'm Matt. Ooh.
Right, there we go. You, know, you son of a. You're gonna make a point and ruin everything. All right.
Oh god, here we go.
So it's already going to be one of those nights, so bear with us. We have a lot to get through tonight, and hopefully we get through all of it. It has been 3 weeks since we touched this campaign. So before we get too much further into it, I'd like to thank Lindsay for running the one-shot campaign for Mathan. The two of you did a great job. That was fun.
I didn't see it, so I have a question.
So
no, I'm not. I'm not going to ask my question because I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, so if you haven't seen it, it's still up on Twitch. We will get around to uploading it to YouTube, but look for Sins of the Father. It's a 3-hour one-shot featuring Mathan and trying to cleanse the cursed blade that he got from killing his father.
Nice and spooky.
Good old-fashioned patricide.
Yep.
So we here at AdventureCheck do not support patricide. We do, however, like it as a plot device.
Let me switch on over. Where is... Just going to be singing. There it is. Since it's been 3 weeks, we are going to do a bit of a recap, but I am going to be dancing around details because the parties are currently split. So, bear with me.
Do you want us to mute on certain recap?
Nah.
Or all of us could just go on mute.
I was gonna say we could, yeah.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm a bear.
Don't worry about it. We'll all get there and everything will start making sense once we get into it.
Are we there yet?
Last time, the Fellowship was held up at the Black Tarn, which is in the sort of central Mirkwood, south of Rhosgobel. The village had been slowly starved and came under siege of forest goblins in the area. With Amelioda's help, the Fellowship staved off a defense for a day or so, and then quickly dispatched Thea for help, going for Woodman Town, a 3 days ride. No, a day and a half ride, a 6-day walk. Luckily, she had a horse because, you know, Rohirrim.
Yay.
She departed immediately and headed north up the Dusky River to seek out that aid. All the while, the rest stayed behind to hopefully last out as long as they could. An ally eventually showed up, beckoning for the inhabitants of the Black Tarn to come with them, that they would be led to safety. A handful did depart, but the remaining warriors, the members of the Fellowship, and Amelioda stayed behind to defend the land to make it safe for return in the future. A few days passed. In fact, 3 days had passed. As orc and goblin raids continued, several guards dying slowly through attrition over time, and the Fellowship holding out, they eventually noticed some large lingering beasts upon the fringes of the woods. Volley and Salphos investigated it and found large piles of various corpses, to which they tried to keep their distance but get a feeling of what was going on there, and they actually found a living being there among the piles. And these are details I am dancing around and all will be revealed momentarily. But the one living being was found shouting to the air, begging for help as if somebody was there, someone that they knew, though the other two saw nothing, but they heard a name eventually be uttered, and that was enough to send them into a minor panic and go into full retreat back into the Black Tarn and reveal everything that had happened. And that is where we're going to pick up tonight. As still 3 days, the Fellowship at the Black Tarn still has their revelation, and Amelioda seems hell-bent on holding the Black Tarn despite recent news. Thea has yet to return, but we are going to pick up tonight with Lindsay. So I will need the rest of you to deafen up. And I will drop a message in Discord when you can all return.
Oh boy.
Hi, Thea.
Oh, okay.
So for those of you watching at home, Thea had departed from the Black Tarn and moved for Woodman Town. She quickly bypassed a goblin checkpoint that tried to slow her down, but then she felt a cool chill run up her spine, and she quickly noticed, but fell unconscious. Her vision went black, and then she sort of woke up in a dream-like realm with a black host marching down from a hilltop, and a cloaked in black and shadow amongst atop a black steed trotted up to her and sort of entranced her and spoke to her. This seemingly familiar to Thea as a dream, a recurring dream that she's had most of her life, now seeming to come to fruition. And when she awoke, she found that her armor had changed. She was draped in black. A couple of her supplies had changed, and even Windful, her horse, was now a black steed. Still the same horse, but looking very different. Thea, you are currently an agent of the enemy, and you have been given a task set forth before you by the enemy to be carried out. I'll let you take a moment to sort of bring this all back into yourself.
Oh my god. Wow. Man, I am now remembering just how shocking that all was when it happened. Okay. So I know the mission?
Yeah, you know the basic gist of the mission. You look around in your saddlebags, you see your actual Rohirrim armor and clothing sort of folded up and put into one of the saddlebags, your swords and everything. But what you are currently wearing seems to be sort of black and brown cloths, some leathers, a bit of chainmail, and a sword and a dagger.
Okay.
And I'm looking to see if I can...
my one enchanted sword that I just got.
Yeah.
That's not being affected by my new presence or everything, right? That was just orcs. It's just orcs. Okay.
Yeah, your sword is not glowing.
Okay. Just making sure. Well, how far did I end up getting before all of that happened? Do I happen to know how, so am I relatively close still to?
You're relatively close. The only thing you don't know is how much time has passed, because you left pretty much like around midday or so.
Gotcha.
It is night, so you really have, it could have been a few hours, could have been a few days.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like since I'm under somebody else's will, so to speak, and I've got a duty to fulfill, I would probably just prepare and then just turn around. And so
Okay.
I'll start by actually changing what I can back into my Rohirrim armor. But as I do that, I'm going to like royally like just beat it up, make it really scratched, like rip up parts of my cloak, try to like take a dagger and just dig it into the parts of the leather armor that I have, just like really make it look kind of messed up. And then based on how that all looks, I'm going to take both sword and dagger and basically inflict those kind of similar wounds to myself, essentially, to just make myself look really, beat up like my armor and make it look like I literally went through hell and came back.
Go ahead and just roll me a deception check, just for the sake to see how well you do. You don't have a disguise kit on you, otherwise I'd have you make that check.
I don't.
So this is going to be just sort of like the overall of like how much tearing and cutting away, how believable in realism you can make it look. You're taking time with this, so you can roll an advantage.
Okay. Yeah. I don't have anything that would help with any of that. You said deception?
Yes.
Okay. But you said with advantage. So let me switch that.
You're taking your time.
Yeah. Gotta make it look believable.
Natural 20.
Oh no!
Okay. All right. So you take the time you need. You change into your actual armors. You tear at the clothing, the cloth clothing that's sort of like the undergarments. You break away some of the like the leather shouldering, and you do a good cut sort of across the forehead. It doesn't need to be deep because the head bleeds. It's a little bit of a little nick, and it'll just bleed profusely. So you cut like sort of straight across the forehead, and it runs down through your eyes, go over your nose, and you give yourself another nick across the cheek. Just to try and make it believable. You find some dirt and muck laying around, and you just basically smear it over you, make it completely unkept.
Yeah, like it's been a rough few days. Yeah.
Yeah, you undo the braid in your hair.
Yes.
And just mess it all up. Get some gunk and some twigs in there. Yeah, you look messed up.
Yeah, and then after I do all of that, I will whatever blood I get on the weapons that I used to kind of do all that, I'll take my water skin and kind of clean that off. But I will put probably a little bit of gunk on it too, like dirt and stuff, just to like help with some sort of like I trudged through things to make it out.
There is one thing you have. I'm going to send you something on Discord for your own reference that you have on you.
Gotcha. I think. All right.
Yeah, you know what I'm sending you. I just it's just getting around to it.
No problem. I pulled it up too on the PDF that we share. Cool.
Okay.
And I think after that, I think I'll take some mud and is it raining?
No.
No. Okay.
That's wind. The soundscape is wind.
It's been raining.
It's calm forest with no animals, so it's just wind.
Yeah. It's been raining where we live for like the past few days, so I'm just assuming at this rate. But so I will take what's left of my water skin and water up some like dirt too to make mud and whatnot, and I'm gonna do it on the legs of the horse also, when full on.
Okay.
To just help with the look.
As you're doing this, you do notice your sword begins to glow.
Perfect.
a few moments, you notice it, and you just continue working away at the ear equipment. And you hear a rustle after a few minutes behind you, and you turn around, and you see two hunched over figures with like yellow beaming eyes looking back at you. Are you one of us now?
Am I able to... Can I respond freely? Is there... I'm just gonna nod.
Okay. So the Shrieker got to you. Excellent.
Don't you have other things to do?
Becomes a night terror over here, and she thinks she can do whatever she wants. We're watching this pass. I'll make sure no one comes this way. You're free to head back.
Well, and I will. Didn't need your permission to do so, though. Should things go well, I will return with updates.
If things go well, then the Shrieker will want to see you.
I figured as much. How do I
You
look?
better hurry along.
Believable enough?
Yes. Good enough to eat.
Try that, and you'll lose your head.
Well, when you're done in there, leave something good to eat.
I can't make any promises, but we'll see. What's it been like?
What?
The siege. What's left over there? Who's left over there?
Bunch of the villagers got lured away. Killed them in their escort. Never saw the treachery coming.
The whole village.
No, most of the villagers, some of the warriors, too proud, stayed behind.
I assume the leader's one of them.
Yes. She's still there. Quite a thorn in the side.
And the adventurers?
They're there too. Couple of guards still. But they've been wearing down. They won't last much longer. Most of the force will arrive within the next few days. And then he will want to finish this.
They are a lot tougher than they look. Do not underestimate them.
Well, that will be for the tyrant to decide now, wouldn't it?
I suppose you are right.
Well, you best hurry along. There's knife work that needs doing.
Yes. I'll be back. And I'm going to hop on horsey.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna... Huh?
Anything else you wish to do? It's currently night.
I think... I don't really have much else on me to potentially help with anything. I think that prep work that I already talked about is what I could do. The item you sent me, is it on my person or is it in?
Yeah, you have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's on my belt or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can put it wherever you want, but you have it.
Okay. It's I'll make sure it's on me, but it's hidden, but still easy to access. Maybe like behind the cloak or something. I don't know.
Go ahead and roll 3d8 for me.
Ooh.
You can add 19 temporary hit points to yourself.
Oh. Well, that's more. Oh, temporary. Okay.
Yeah, temp.
Okay. Cool.
Any questions or things Thea's wondering about what has happened at this point?
I mean, her head. I mean, so.
She feels compelled, and she has an order to go do something. That is about the extent of her knowledge right now.
So everything. Is she capable of trying to like resist, or is it just like a lot of thinking that's just futile effort, like kind of like stuck in like a mind cage of like seeing the outside and going like no or whatever, or like is this just totally like hypnotized or? Yeah,
currently it's sort of like a charm.
Okay.
You're aware of what you're doing, but you don't see anything wrong with it currently.
Gotcha. Okay. So as long as I'm kind of abiding by the mission, I can do free action and speak and movement.
Pretty much.
Oy vey.
Nothing's twisting your words per se. That being said, like if somebody like asked you, like you would probably want to not tell anyone what you're doing.
No, because it's a secret mission. Yeah. All right. I don't. Do I know what got me?
Give me a shadow lore check. The goblin also made some references, so.
Yeah.
A 21. Yeah. You search your mind, put some things together, and based on the visage that you saw in your dream state, there isn't a doubt in your mind that was one of the Nazgul.
Wonderful. That's not terrifying.
Yeah. And based on the sensation you had when you fell unconscious, it was very similar to the ones that you've been having throughout the forest over the past couple of days. So you start to you start to realize that this Nazgul has been following. He's been around for following you guys.
Okay, so is similar. Sorry, I'm just writing. Similar to forest experience. So it's been following us, you said?
Yeah, just to put like 2 and 2 together, like the wood white and then the borrow and then just now, they're all like this sort of the same sensation that you felt.
Okay.
So,
and it's only given me this one instruction. Has it told me anything further? Okay. So I don't suddenly know the grand scheme of things or okay.
Compartmentalization.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Play smart. I'm still kind of in shock, so I don't really know what else to.
So you take Winfulla and you slowly move off, heading back south to sort of tread back the ground that you had lost. It takes you a few minutes, and you sort of get to the tree line where you can see the Black Tarn in the distance. You see some flickering fires coming from the other side of the fences or the wall, the palisade wall.
Is it still around? Actually, the Nazgul. Do I know if it's still around?
Give me a perception check.
Oh. Ow.
You trot through the forest at a walking speed on Winfulla, and you keep a lookout. It's really hard to see. Like, you never saw it to begin
Right.
with. Like, so you don't even know. Is it visible? Is it invisible? Is it even physically here? Is it like reaching out through some means? You don't see any signs of it currently.
Okay.
But you come a few feet from the tree line. You can see the Black Tarn. You see a couple of torches on the other side. Not too much sound, but it does appear that people are still there. You dismount for now, thinking it best to probably arrive during the day. To
Yeah.
better sort of plan your approach. So you make camp.
Yep.
You can take a short rest here if you need to, or if you want to, but you will not get a long rest.
I have no reason to short rest because all of yeah, I still have all of my resources other than hit dice. So I mean, there's, I guess mechanically speaking, I have no point to other than pure narrative sake. So I mean, she at this rate, yeah, she'd be ready to go, but whatever makes most sense in terms of whether going in the evening or during in the day to do this, continue this, whatever it is.
What are you doing with the other clothes and armor?
The dark ones.
The dark ones and the new weapons and everything.
Can I guess I'm gonna try to hide them in like the one of the saddlebags and like on one floor or something, or can I how unique does the armor look? Like, could I potentially do something with it to make it look like I acquired like various unique pieces of like orc or goblin armor to like create some sort of like weird story of, hey, look what they have or whatever? Or
it's not a mishmash, not like what you would see from like Tyrant's Hill people. It looks like a long hooded cloak. Underneath is like some sort of like steel or like blackish gray chainmail with like a black leather corselet around. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very edgelordy.
Thea went goth.
Yeah. You have some mascara on too. I mean,
it's like just dripping down.
Yeah, it's just like
she's still in Halloween mode.
Yeah, the session was supposed to happen for Halloween.
I know.
Here we are.
She's making up for it. I mean, I want it hidden, but I don't think I need to like bury it all by a tree somewhere or something, because normally people haven't looked through like my saddlebags and whatnot. But this also looks like a totally different horse too, right? So
yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it up
for my own sake.
Yeah, no, I will I'll leave it all on the horse, and I think I have an idea of what to do if it's noticed or something, I guess.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, then you set yourself down, move sort of out of sight, and go ahead and give me a stealth check as well. What do you think? You got some good rolls going on tonight.
Not that perception, but yeah.
Nah.
When it's necessary, I guess.
Nah.
I still can't believe the 26 deception. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Of all things.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh my god.
We'll see if that comes into play at all. But
I do not have the jitters. I am not internally freaking out about the rest of my party right now.
inter-party conflict that they don't even know about. Okay. All right. So yeah, you find a spot, you hide off Windfulla, hide yourself, and just keep an eye on the Black Tarn, and just sort of plan your next move. Do you have any particular desire of when you'd want to return?
I mean, part of me is ready to go now. Well, I should have asked how long it's been since I left. I will wait till the wounds that I have now, it's all fresh and everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait like half a day to let like the mud like dry and start to cake over so it looks older and like the light cuts to dry and crack so that some of it looks fresh and some of it looks older so that it just looks like, you know, none of this was completely fresh and I just showed up, more or less like over the few span of whatever time it's been shitty.
So like at first light.
Yeah.
It's night now, so you probably want to go at like first light. Roughly like half a day, essentially.
Yeah, whatever equates to half a day from now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then you can deafen up, and I will come get you when we need you.
Okay.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Matthew.
Let's change up.
Come back.
Downtime, fantasy ambience, score music. All right. Welcome back. All right. So, Valian Southos, I just recently returned from investigating the March Dwellers, and they heard a particular orc there call out for help to an unseen thing. Specifically called out the word Nazgul. The two of them promptly, after getting him eaten, retreated back to the Black Tarn, cleared the space, talked to Amelioda and to yourself as well, Vidar, and pretty much just laid everything out, saying this is what we heard, this is what's there. By the way, all the villagers that left the other day are dead. They're currently sitting over there being eaten. So a lot has transpired, and you're on the precipice right now, and Amelioda seems fixated on holding the line. What we like?
Weren't we trying to reason with her?
You did try to reason with her. You even made checks for it. And she said, "Let the night come."
I think we all agreed to stay, right?
We stay at least tonight. See what happens, because we still don't know where Thea is. If Thea still arrives with reinforcements, then this mess could still be turned around.
So our hopes lie with Thea. Then we put our trust in a good one. Naylor trusts her, and she's gotten things done before.
If anyone can succeed, Thea can.
That is true.
Oh well.
Our jobs are to stay alive until then.
Well, it's been 3 days since she departed. Depending on the speed of which those reinforcements comes, it might be a few more days, but if she rides out ahead, she should be back probably tomorrow.
Well, let's hope for good news then.
Hopefully we'll have good news come dawn. She barks orders to a few of her guards. Double the watch, reinforce the gates. I have a feeling we're going to be in for a busy night. They sort of march off, tending to their weapons, making sure the barricades are reinforced. You guys are currently in like sort of the Great Hall area of the Longhouse. Amelioda sort of takes a moment to actually process everything that has been told to her. She initially just reacted, now she's processing it, and she sort of sits down at what the large wooden chair that's opposite a fire pit, and she just sort of puts her hand to her temple and just sighs and just breathes in silence. Is there anything you guys wish to do?
Let me check Vidar's character sheet. Vidar, I don't know how I should play this. If Vidar's just gonna go outside, he's just gonna leave her alone.
Okay.
He has a low charisma, so I was debating on just being absolutely oblivious or handling the situation wrong, but he's just gonna go outside. He knows there's nothing he can say to make her feel better.
Okay.
I think Selphos will just try and get some rest and get ready for what's about to come.
Okay. Volley, I think you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Good.
I was saying stuff too, and I was like, all right, everyone's just fucking ignore me. Fuck me, I guess.
I just happened to look over, I saw your mouth moving, I'm like, I don't hear that.
So I still have a bottle of wine from Dorwinian. I'm gonna pour the last of that and give a cup to Amaleoda. Just say I don't say anything. I'm not stopping her from saying anything, but just hand her a glass and just sit next to her for a quick moment.
She takes it, and she sort of just silently acknowledges it, and like the two of you sort of like lock eyes with like an understanding of. I mean, you're a veteran of the Battle of Five Armies, so you're fully aware of what's coming, and the situation is extremely bleak. She hasn't handled any crisis like this before, but she seems to. You get the understanding that it's come home with your shield or upon it right now.
And that's all I'll do, just kind of sit there, sip some wine with her, and just, if she wants to say anything, great, but it's just kind of like a silent, like, moment of peace that we're afforded.
Okay.
And we'll just finish that bottle.
So night eventually comes. And do I have
What are you chewing on?
ice?
Not you. I mean, that's good to know, but...
Night comes, and it's quiet out. You hear the cracklings of a few fires from torchlights and the fire pit from inside. A couple of the guards are spread out over the entirety of the Black Tarn, just trying to keep some watch. The guard is thin, so not everything can be watched right now. But they're trying their best. The rest of you are pretty much around the longhouse. Vidar, you went outside. But the two of you are still inside. Go ahead, everybody, and give me perception checks.
Oh, my first roll. in a while.
You know what? Just because I always forget this. Are we in the wilderness by any chance?
Technically, this is splitting hairs. You're in the longhouse, which technically would not be wilderness.
So yeah, then we'll do it now.
Yeah.
That's fine. I just want to be sure, like, if are we outside? What are we doing here, folks?
You walk 30 feet that way, you'd be in the wilderness.
I just walk outside. Yep.
All right, so 6, 12, and 16. Okay. Vidar, you're sort of propped up outside, sitting next to the wall, probably smoking a pipe, just trying to get your nerves under control, waiting, itching for the next fight, because it's probably coming. Volley, you and Amelioda are just sort of sitting there, and you're a few glasses deep in wine, so your senses are a little dulled right now. Salphos, you're off in a corner and sort of like just tending to your weapon and sharpening them, and as you take a whetstone across the sword and you hear the ding, and it echoes across the walls and eventually falls silent, you hear a few twigs snap outside.
I'm just gonna do like a quick, like, whistle, like not like alarmingly, but just like a, I can't hear it whistle real nice, like a doot doot type of whistle, just to get like Vidar and Volley's and Melioda's attention.
Oh, what?
I'm just gonna go and point like outside.
Wait, there's something over there.
You point through one of the windows, and a few of you sort of go over and look, and you see a couple of shapes sort of keeping low to the ground, moving in the shadows, sort of approaching the longhouse.
I'm going to I'm gonna go to the shapes.
Vidar's just gonna go through the window like, what's up, shapes?
Vidar, with the dark vision, with dark vision, you if you see them from where Salphos is, you can tell they're goblins.
I crash at them. I'm just like, come here, you bastards!
All right. Let's get you guys situated here. And I would also, other than the one shot, this is our first map made using Dungeon Alchemist. It is an amazing tool.
Ooh.
I love
The map
it.
looks very nice.
Took 5 minutes to make.
This is
So
quite a
let's
long house.
I looked up the actual dimensions of a Viking longhouse. Holy hell. This is nowhere near to scale. But it's supposed to be like 16 feet wide. And then it gets to like 72
I
feet
really
long.
like the shadow work.
Yeah, you can like mess with the times of day. There's like dawn, dusk, night, and like afternoon. Let me get some stuff up here.
I can roll for initiative because I'm
Yeah,
gonna
everyone
smash
go
some
ahead and roll up
heads.
for initiative.
Oh yeah! I'm so loud.
I'll be going nuts. Where am I on the map?
Natural 20!
You're right next to Amaleoda.
Okay, that's where she is.
Foul ball.
Oh, I got hungover again. An
Just
8.
like that.
Okay.
I thought it was great. We all did shots of Fireball when that song was on.
I didn't know we were doing shots.
So, I don't know who. I don't remember everyone who's in the group. There were a
It
handful
was like
of us.
you, Lindsay, and I think Kendall.
Kendall, Cody, Kevin, just name dropping everybody.
Good time. Good time. Alright, everyone's initiative's up. Oh, wow. So, just for everyone's reference, these are windows, and this is the main door.
So I'll just say I busted down the. Oh, the goblins are over here then, on the north side.
They're sort of coming from both sides, but the ones that Salphos pointed out are in the back. So let us go up and.
I mean, for 2 goblins, I don't even know if I have to rage. I'll be missing damage, but.
No, that's not what I want. That's not it. This is it. Alright, top of the round is Amaleoda, who is going to move out around and draw her shield and axe and hold her action right by the entrance.
So the funny thing is, like, this fight started because Vidar saw goblins, and everyone just heard Vidar yell, "Come here, you goblin bastards!"
Yeah, it's like as soon as you do that, everyone just sort of leaps and grabs their stuff and starts heading outside.
Yeah, so I climb out the window, and I'm going to use my hammer and smack this first goblin I saw.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do it recklessly.
Okay. Natural 20.
Boo, 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 boo. Okay, so, I have, and I always forget this, but I'm not forgetting it this time. I have, mortal wound. Begin at 9th level. You can roll 1 additional weapon die, weapon damage die when determining extra damage for a critical hit with a melee attack. Now, if I remember correctly, that die isn't doubled.
Yeah, no, you just roll the damage twice instead.
So I'm gonna roll this, and I'm gonna roll another D12.
Oof. 18.
It's kind of a low crit, to be honest.
Still enough, as you just sort of like run up and you sort of do like a polo like swing uppercut right into the underneath the jaw. It takes him off his feet and he falls flat onto his back.
Oh, that's 1. Now it's your turn, buddy. And I'll use my second attack.
Okay.
At advantage. Ooh, my luck couldn't go forever.
13. 13 will miss.
Yeah.
As you come up and he just sidesteps out of the way, just the last second, the hammer right into the ground, making a crater.
Yeah. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
All right, that will bring us to the Black Rook, who is going to.
I rolled 2 crits in a row.
He's going to move up to Amelioda as she comes running out, and he's going to take out a scimitar and sort of come in, like being several inches taller than her, trying to get past the shield with a downward slash, and with a 23 will hit.
Go Amelioda.
Amelioda just got hit.
Oh no. Go. Hope she makes it through. Toss and burn.
And that will end his turn. Salphos.
It's a big nasty guy out there with another little guy. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll move here to the flank. And we're gonna do a couple quick thrusts with this broadsword here, just quick jabs, hopefully while he's trying to hit Melio to get him in the back.
Okay. And roll your attack stat at advantage.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
Will hit.
And
21 will hit.
Boom. 17, 16, and 6 for sneak attack. So 32, 33, 39 total.
Yep, got it. All right.
And for my bonus action, I will hide. Yeah, why not? That way, see if.
Okay, so how do you hide?
Oh, is it not? Oh, there's light there. I guess I thought it was all.
Quickly run back into the lawn house and hide.
I think I went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I could hide back into this bush right here. But I would have to deceive. No, that'd still put me in threat. So yeah. So yeah, I'll jump into this bush right here.
You
Afterward.
use 30 feet of movement to get there.
Did I? I thought it was right here.
Yeah.
I guess 5.
The way you mapped it out. Yeah, you've used all your movement.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll kick up some dirt and ground, and since it's nighttime, maybe that'll mask the area enough.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
23.
23. All right. That will bring us to Forest Goblins, who is going to...
Hit me.
Why can't I? Oh, right. I don't have the thing selected. He's going to move over to the other side of you, against the wall. Okay, yeah. It's just going to make an attack with its spear. And with a 15.
15, I think just misses. It does.
Okay, as he thrusts out and you just sort of knock it away with the hammer. And he sort of backpedals a bit. And he's going to use its bonus action to use its Mirkwood Dweller feature.
No special abilities allowed, Goblin.
So we'll see what that does. Volley.
Okay. There's nothing behind me, right? No like openings or anything.
It's a wall.
Okay.
There's
Hopefully
windows
goblins
on
paid for
either
it.
side of you a few feet away, and then the door on the other side.
Alright, I'll offer my assistance on the other side of the door, so I'll use all 30 feet of my movement to get here. I'm gonna draw my sword and I'm gonna bash him with my sword.
Go for it.
I like to think I'm gonna bash him with my sword.
A 10 will miss and a 15 will miss.
Alrighty. Well then, fuck. Okay.
You're not Nathan anymore.
I know. Stop comparing me to. No, that's it.
Alright, that will bring us to the Hobgoblin, who is going to come here and make 2 attacks at Salphos, as standing wide out in the open with nothing to cover him is not very stealthy. Let's see, the first one is going to make a bite as he comes up behind you with a 21.
That'll hit.
You take 7 piercing damage and I need a Constitution saving throw. And then the second attack with a 13, which will actually 17, which will still miss.
You said 7.
Yes.
Yeah,
7
and then
piercing and then a con save.
13. Make sure I don't have anything to help make that better.
That will end its go, which brings us to the top of the round with Amaleoda, who is going to make her attack. Make 2 attacks, actually. Both at advantage. A 14 will miss, but the 24 will hit. And she deals only 6 slashing damage, but it is enough as she buries the axe in the Uruk's clavicle, and it falls to its knees, and she kicks it off and he falls to the ground. Vidar.
Yeah, it's hammer time.
Do.
7 bludgeoning, probably not enough to kill the goblin. I'm assuming the 24 hits. I don't know what the special ability is. I probably should have waited. So it might not even be at advantage, and then the 11 will miss. So I definitely should have
Nope,
waited.
the ability only gave him half cover, which only boosted his AC by 2. 24 obliterates that.
Second attack.
Let me smash.
Ooh, wow. Just low damage rolls for me tonight. Across the board.
Still enough with both of those combined as you bring the hammer down on him twice. First one sort of breaking the leg, and he falls to the ground, and you swing it above your head and bring it down onto his chest, caving it in.
I'm just gonna pick my hammer up, just heft it over my shoulder. I'm just gonna look out in front of me in the field and see if I see any more goblins.
Okay, give me a perception check, and that will end your turn.
Don't worry, everybody. I got all the goblins.
13. Don't see anything yet. That will bring us to the Black Rook, who's dead. Salphos.
Alright, I'm gonna turn around and hit this little wee goblin.
He's a taller goblin. Hobgoblins are taller than the regular ones.
Oh, okay.
They're a hob.
20 will hit.
Oh, and that one.
Natural 1 will miss. Go ahead and roll damage for that 20.
That'd be 12.
Okay. Anything else?
I will
Did you
bonus
ever give me
action.
the con save of 13? I didn't.
Yeah.
I missed that. Okay, yeah. Yep, you're good.
Okay, and then I will disengage from my bonus action and move back into the line.
Okay, so you fall back and sort of like form like a shield wall.
Yeah,
almost
it took
to
like
the
a.
door.
I did like a cutting and hit him to keep him at bay while retreating.
Volley.
All right. Well,
There's one left.
I'll say, yeah, I'm gonna keep my sword out and burn up this boy and hopefully slash him up.
Go for it.
Ooh, Nelly.
Whoa!
13 will miss. Natural 20 will hit.
Is this a servant of the enemy?
Yes.
Then it's +2 to this damage roll. 7 + 4, 11, +2, 13.
Oh. All right.
And that's it for volley.
All right. Well, the hobgoblin is going to immediately retaliate as you come up at him, and he's going to bite out at you with a 22.
I guess that hits.
7 piercing, and I need a con save. And then the axe with another 22 for 4 slashing.
Okay,
So a
real
total of
quick.
10.
Yeesh. Total of 10
Yeah.
damage? Okay. For the concept, does poison resistance do anything here, just in case?
You're resistant to the damage, not the effects.
Gotcha. Okay. Con save is
An 11, as you feel the bite just bury and burn into your skin, you are poisoned.
my skin. My flawless skin. You fucker.
That will end its go. That'll bring us to Amelioda, who's going to move out and around onto the other side and make 2 attacks. They 23 and a 17 both will hit. For a total of 16 damage, which is enough to, as she comes up behind the hobgoblin and just sort of bashes him in the back with her shield and staggers him, and then brings up her axe up to the side of his neck and just cleaves it clean. And then the scene falls silent as the Uruk and the goblins lay at your feet.
I just quickly inspect the goblin corpses to see if I can find if there's any obvious reason they were here in such small number.
I'll inspect the black orc.
Okay, give me investigation checks.
Oh no. Ooh, another nat one! Look at that!
I used
Two
to
in a row!
I used to be good at these.
2 in a row!
18.
You don't find any sort of missive or any orders. They seem to travel light, mostly just weapons and armor. You get the feeling that this is probably just sort of like a probing raid, really. A bit bolder than last time, as they weren't going to retreat. The one before, once they reached about like half strength, they began to retreat. This one, they wanted to see what they could get away with, and they were hoping an element of surprise at night would be enough for it.
Well, I'm gonna take the bodies to the edge of the village, and I'm just gonna
We gonna huck him over the wall?
huck them over the wall.
Huck him over the wall. I'll help you. Wall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call out. I think you left some of your friends in here.
We should mount their heads on stakes.
There's a happy image.
Alright. So you clean up the battlefield.
Yeah, don't want any of those meat-eating monsters being drawn here.
They're... At the moment, everything seems to go back to some semblance of peaceful for the night. No night like creatures, no birds, no crickets, no sounds of that. It's just an eerily quiet night. The moon slightly obscured by cloud covers, and it's chilly. It's a pretty chilly night. But the night is pretty late. Is there anything you guys wish to do?
Fido's honestly probably gonna go to sleep.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night.
calling it. Alright.
Take a long rest-ish thing. Just sleep off this poison like a bad hangover.
You can take short rest.
Short rest?
Actually, like, mechanically take short rest other than just saying going to sleep.
Yeah, I'll mechanically take a short rest.
Yeah, if you guys take a short rest, if you have hit dice left, you can use them. Any other abilities?
I got 3 left.
I got 3 left also. I'm just using 1 and that works for me.
Yeah.
Why can that be a 9?
I have 7 hit
Smoke
dice
them if you
left,
got them. Smoke them if you got them.
and I'm not burning any.
Yeah, I won't burn any.
I just burned 1 and just think I
Famous
figured I
left.
can use all the health.
Alright. So the
Because of my fuckhead companions, I can use all the health I can get.
the rest of the night goes sort of like with bated breath. It's like trying to rest as well as you can, knowing what's out there. And that they've twice now sort of easily got inside, so the walls don't seem to be doing a whole lot, short of, you know, keeping the entire army out. But small forces do seem... Goblins are pretty nimble. They can climb. They can get around things, given time. Volley, you are no longer poisoned
Yay.
as the dawn comes. As the sun begins to rise, to some extent, it is pretty cloudy out. You just know that the morning is here. You guys sort of go through your routines, stretch, get your food, what's left of it in terms of rations, get ready for the day and whatever it may bring, and after a while, you hear somebody call out from the other side of the Black Tarn, near the gate. There's a rider! A rider has come!
Rider.
Vidal's gonna rush out. He's gonna be like, it has to be Thea. There's no one else it could be.
But he said one. Why would it just be one rider?
Turns out it's
Well,
Mogdrid.
we were told Thea might ride ahead of the army to inform us. Vidal out, running to where the rider is.
Okay.
Alphos will try it.
You run out as like a couple of the Black Tarn guards are moving crates and stuff away from the gate, and they slowly are opening them up. And you see out in the distance, on sort of like full gallop, a black horse with a rider coming your direction.
What color is Winfola?
Gray.
That's not.
She's like a whitish gray.
Unless they had changed horses.
You see the rider at full gallop atop this black horse, heading for the gate. And as the gap sort of closes, the rider itself begins to appear woman-like, human. The hair is sort of messed up and scraggly. As it gets closer and closer, you see blood stains across the face. The armor itself looks damaged and worn, and you see as the horse gets pretty much right on top of you and then comes to a stop and rears up and then plants itself. You see an exhausted Thea atop this horse.
You alright, Thea?
Thea, that's not your horse.
I'll help Thea down off the horse.
She can't even look at them.
Hey, take a moment. Let's go inside. Just collect yourself first.
Clean yourself up.
Yeah, the guard sort of like ushers everyone back inside.
Close the gates.
We have to close the gate. We can't leave the defenses weakened. Everyone back inside.
Yep, let's go. Come on, Thea. Get some water.
Like grabs the reins of the horse and leads you in.
I'm sorry. I didn't make it. I got caught.
Ah, damn it. I knew I should have went out that night instead of gone back.
There's something more out there.
Did you see the
Something.
Nazgul?
What caught you? Nazgul?
That must have been it. That chill we've all felt before. Down our spines. What made some of us go unconscious in the forest, it followed. It's been following us. I
Boy,
woke up.
things get better and better with y'all, don't it?
I tried to escape. Windfall's gone. I felt the chill, and the next thing I knew, I woke up captured by all of them.
All of them? How many?
It was dark. It was.
There's many camps just like from our scouting. I knew I should have went.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
Thea,
That's alright. Just glad you're alright.
you did what you could. You're here now.
I'm just gonna look up and just go. Now what?
And as long as we draw breath, the fight continues.
Is it really worth defending at this point?
It just proves we can't run. Thea proves proof we just can't get out.
can't run, we can't leave.
Could we not fight our way out? I mean, if we stay here, eventually the defenses will fall. We can't hold them out indefinitely.
We can either die by goblins or die by Nazgul.
I was gonna say, if we stay here long enough, it might come back. And then what?
Thea, we have bad news as well.
I mean, all that you see here is that's left of the Black Tarn.
All the villagers died.
What?
They were deceived by a river maiden.
Amelioda is now making her way out, seeing
Amelioda
what's
and her
going on.
men. Her people. A few guards you see are all that remain.
Oh, wait. A river maiden?
They
A fake river maiden.
I don't... They're supposed to help here.
Not this one. They played a trick.
There's a darkness over these lands now.
Amelioda. No help. No help is on its way.
Thea's just overwhelmed.
If we stay here, we will die.
No word, Thea, no word. You got no word out.
She didn't.
Make it!
She got captured by the Nazgul.
I'm sorry. I didn't know how long I was gone, not until you... How long have I been gone?
It's been about 4 days.
4.
Amaleoda, there's nothing left here.
Yes, we should run at daybreak when they're their weakest.
This is my fault.
Not your fault, Thea.
No.
You tried. That's what counts.
We must survive and spread word of what occurred here. And dying here, where no one will be able to know, won't help anything.
Yeah.
The outpost has fallen.
It has fallen.
I'll make preparations. We head for Rhosgobel.
Thea, rest. You need it.
I'll try.
Rest for now, dear. As soon as we're in Rhosgobel, I'll send word to Naylor. You men, gather things, any carts that are able to move. Weapons, we travel light. We move in few hours. Go! Everyone! Everyone sort of scatters. Moving just a little slower. That last bit of hope pulled from their lungs. In a few hours, Amelioda sort of gathers what things she can from the Longhouse, things that are deemed important enough culturally for the woodmen to retain, travel with them. Any supplies in terms of rations, what food is left. Other than that, it's just weapons, traveling as light as they can, hoping in the group of less than 10 people can fight their way out. It's almost to about midday as everyone congregates near the gate, ready to depart. Are we ready?
Quiet and swiftly now.
We leave now. Maybe we can return and reclaim our land one day. She looks over to you, Volley. Volley, if we get out of this, word must be sent to Sunstead.
You have my word.
Next.
I'll send word to my men.
Any
Open the gate.
supplies can be put on the horse I brought back if needed. If that's necessary.
Open the gates. The gates slowly open up, and as they do, you see a large force emerge from the trees, with one mounted rider in front, and you hear a loud horn pierce through. The rider removes his helm. There is nowhere to run.
Do I recognize the voice?
You recognize it clear as day. With a host of goblins and orcs at his back. Mogdrid,
Of course!
Lord of Tyrant's Hill.
My heart.
You will all die here.
I'll take your head first!
Come get it, dwarf. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna do my favorite of fuck this shit, I'm out, and trying to tag and retreat or cover or something. Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
Mogdrid, with the what semblance of an army is behind him. They move up several feet while this is happening, and he rides out well ahead of them, closing the gap. Not at a gallop, but as a steady trot, getting closer and closer to you guys as you are all standing there, seeing this, considering what do we do?
Run!
Traps. The traps. We still have the traps to set up.
Trigger the traps and let's go.
Then if you're gonna run, go!
You're not coming, Fighter.
Fighter, this isn't a time to do a last stand.
I'll be
know
right
that's
behind you.
suicide.
I'll bring up the rear. Go!
Can I insight check that? I don't believe him.
All right, give me an insight check. Mogdrid dismounts the horse some 60 feet from you guys. 12. Vidar, give me persuasion or deception.
I honestly don't know what Vidar is thinking. I'll tell you. You can tell Vidar's conflicted. He wants to kill Mogdrid here and now, but like he can't abandon you all, and that's the source of his conflict.
Yeah.
So he does mean what he says. He'll bring up the real one way or another.
Oh God, I don't.
What do we do? We're running out of time.
Go!
Run!
Yes, run.
With the guards head off east around the wall and begin to head north. Cowards to the last. Do you four plan to cover their retreat?
Is there anything we could do to try to... Before we go, is there anything else we can try to do? Tell me there's something we can try to do.
Just go, Thea. You've seen enough. Just go with them.
I've seen a lot, but I'm not abandoning.
No, I'll bring Vidar back. Just go. Go, Bali, go.
Holly, Thea, these are your people. Go!
You better come back, goddammit. And I'm gonna start going. I take my bow off my back and notch an arrow as I'm running.
I'm going to put my hands on both. I guess I don't actually technically need to, but I will anyway. I'll put my hands on both Vidar and Salphos' shoulder, and all I'm gonna say is, legends and stories are always better with happy endings, in my opinion. And when people make it out alive from disasters of such like this,
Thea.
be the same with your story. And that's going to be my songs of slaying for the two of them, and I turn around and go.
It'll be the first happy ending for my family.
As she walks away, I just call out, "Save me a pint!"
I'll save you several. You better drink them with me. I'm gone with Volley.
Alright, Volley and Thea, you guys head off after Amelioda and stick with the group, heading for the tree line, making for Rhosgobel.
What are we doing, Vidar?
As a slight wind comes through, and a legion of orcs at Mogdrid's back, some 100 feet away. It's just the two of you and him standing there. He hefts down from his horse with a large shield and a orcish longsword. He dons his helmet again. The only two brave souls to stand their ground.
I don't know if you know us, but we're pretty much just actually fools, so...
I'm well aware.
Yeah, so if you lose, that's gonna be real bad for you.
Tell me, Mogdrid.
Jake's just poking the bear.
What do you know? Do you know anything? I asked you before if you knew anything. The men who killed Friar. Did you lie to me?
A handful of mercenaries, picked from Dale and Laketown, accepted a request at behest of a dwarf, a houseless dwarf, pledging to reclaim his home. The strange thing about dwarves and men is that greed takes hold awfully quickly. A few coin of promise from an anonymous source is enough to turn the allegiance of anyone.
I should have killed you in Lake Town.
For what it's worth, I was willing to help all these years. But it seems like this was inevitable.
Then come, shall we settle this? Leave your
On
army
the field of
behind.
battle.
You and us.
It will just be me, but the army shall stay. They lay claim to that village by the lake, and they have not come all this way to not claim it. But they will hold back until we are finished. Now come. Let us be done with it.
Oh, boy.
That's where we're going to take a 5-minute break.
Damn, we will beat that.
I gotta go get some beers.
Oh, no. I'm about to open
go
our
anywhere,
bottle
folks.
of
We'll
wine.
be right back.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna apologize now for how fucked you two are.
Hail, adventurer. Are you a dungeon master with a desire to transport your players to fantastical settings? Perhaps they are deep in the dungeon of a mad lich.
Fools, you have intervened for the last time. Let's see you survive my fireball.
Or perhaps the party has just come across bandits, and the Goliath monk releases a flurry of blows and a stunning strike to gain control of the conflict. Nice rolls on the attack. Or maybe the party is taking a breather after another difficult quest. If this sounds like something you want at your next ttrpg session, then head over to battlebards.com. By subscribing to BattleBards Prime, you get the ability to immerse your players in your campaign. You'll get complete streaming access to the libraries of both BattleBards and Plate Mail games. And whether your game is in person or virtual, you won't be limited, as you will have access to a caster and a mixer to be able to broadcast the tracks to all of your players. And of course, if you want to download and keep any tracks, then you get 20% off all in-store purchases. So what are you waiting for, adventurer? A quest posting at the local guild hall? Get over to battlebards.com and subscribe today, and use the coupon code ADVENTURE at checkout. Stay proficient, adventurers. And we're back!
Oh.
Welcome back. One note for our schedule this week. Our Friday Let's Play is going to move to Thursday night this week, just because scheduling with family matters on
Again.
Friday, so, yeah, so I'm busy. I will not play Call of Cthulhu on Friday. I'll be doing it at 8 p.m. Thursday. So go over to Lindsay's Twitch channel, catch her at 4 o'clock, and when she's done, you can come find me playing Call of Cthulhu over here on AdventureCheck.
And you can also check Matt at the same time.
Have
We
tabs
all are
open.
streaming, yeah.
Tabulate everything.
My heart.
And I think that is about the extent of it. Matt, are you doing Extra Life this weekend?
No. I was
Okay.
planning on doing my own personal extra life this year, but with everything else I had going on, the planning for that fell through, so it's not happening.
Okay.
Can we see the token for Mogdrid?
Yes, I was going to do that.
I hate
Ooh,
all of this.
scary.
He looks so rad. He looks so fucking metal.
You get a broken orc helm and just like the orc whole get up. So, all right. Well, with that, let's get some initiative rolls going.
I'm just gonna mute myself.
Never thought I'd die side by side with a man.
Well, what about with a friend?
Oh, not terrible initiative.
They're the same. And I didn't show up on the token thing.
What do we want? Let's start with this one, I think. No.
Oh.
All right. At the top of the round, we have Mogdrid.
Are you playing any music?
Yes.
It stopped for me.
Oh no.
All right, I'll stop it. Refresh, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll do a quick refresh. Thinking about it. Okay, I refreshed.
Okie dokie. Playing right now.
Yeah, I hear it now.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. All right. So at the top of the round, we have Mogdrid, Lord of Tyrant's Hill. And he is going to use his bonus action with Fell Speed. And can I select? Thank you. And basically get a free dash right up to Vidar. And
This is
make
gonna hurt.
2 attacks.
Oh God.
First one is a 27.
Hits.
And the second one is a 20.
Both hit.
Total of 19 slashing,
I need my calculator.
and 5 necrotic. As he just sort of charges up at you as before you can get into your defensive stance and get your hammer out.
You said 5
and he-
necrotic?
Yeah, 5 necrotic.
Okay.
And he pushes the shield into your chest and he just makes 2 quick slashes with his sword and takes a few steps back and just holds a defensive posture. That will end his go. Salphos. Or who has the higher dexterity? I think it's Salphos.
Salphos.
Yep. It is me.
Okay.
I'm gonna move to his flank just because I want him looking back and forth more than just like going side to side.
Okay.
Cat. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna start trying to tear into this dude.
Go for it.
Don't like that first one.
You jut around him and you try to immediately come at his back, and he moves with you and glances off with the shield. The 16 will miss, the 29 will hit as you slide off to the side and you're able to get a quick strike in.
Is he counted as an enemy of Shadow?
Yes.
Okay. Then base damage. Alright, that'll be 19.
Okay.
Don't think I need to do any bonus actions. I don't got any really good ones, so...
Vidar!
Vidar.
Vidar, you're up.
Gonna Fury! As
Alright.
my bonus action.
Fury.
And I'm just gonna say, this is for the Great Elf, and I'm gonna recklessly attack twice.
Go for it. 27 and 22 will both hit.
Oh my gosh, look at that damage. The 19, that's 2 max damage rolls, more or less.
A lot of damage.
Ooh, and I'm just cracking his plate armor. I don't know if he has plate
You just-
armor.
Beat it against the shield and just keeps pushing him down. That'll bring us anything else?
Nope, I'm not moving anywhere. I have nowhere to go.
That will bring us to him. The first one is 20.
Against me?
Yes.
That hits.
Which hits. He will actually use his bonus action there to use his Cruel Stroke ability and turn it into an automatic crit.
Ooh, good thing I'm in a fury.
So that'll be 16 slashing on that first one, so
8.
and then 10 necrotic.
Okay.
And then the next one
Ooh,
is
this
a
burns.
17.
17 hits.
6 slashing, 2 necrotic.
Okay. I do not have over 1,000 hit points. I only that'd be ridiculous.
That will end his go.
I'm just gonna keep going for slash. I'm gonna go at the legs, see if we can trip him up a bit. With
Okay.
some leg slashies.
I need these crits.
Oh, a crit!
25 and a natural 20. Go ahead and roll damage.
15 and 10, 21, 36 total. At the legs.
Okay.
Just so everyone knows, he's already done over 40 points of damage to me.
Yeah.
Vidar?
Reckless. I don't know if 18 will hit.
You bring the hammer up and you slam into the side as Salphos tries to come at him. He brings the shield down and blocks off the first one, and then you should try to follow up and come down from on top. He moves it up and steps off to the side, both missing.
Okay, but for the first time ever, I can use Hammerhead. Because we agreed I would have to miss both attacks for this to work. When I'm in a Battle Fury and both my attacks miss, I can immediately make a bonus unarmed attack as a as a bonus action, and it crits on 19, 20, and it only does 1d4 bludgeoning damage if I hit.
Go for it.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll my big hammer because it's gonna be the same attack modifier. Because it's based on strength. Okay. I assume the 25 hits.
Yeah, 25 will hit.
Is that 19? No. That's gonna be... That's gonna do... 1d4 plus 7. So 10 points of bludgeoning damage. As he blocks both my blows, I just punch him in the face.
Your hammer comes down, missing on the second attack, and he sidesteps, but he's wide open, and you just take your left hook and go... He doubles back a bit.
Yeah. It's all... Let's have it all out.
All right, brings us to Mogdrid. We're gonna see if he gets his Cruel Stroke ability back. Okay.
No. Hopefully.
And then he will make 2 attacks at Vidar. 28 and a 27.
I mean, let's just say they're all gonna hit, but yeah, those hit.
It's not, none of them crit. A total of 22 slashing.
So 11.
And 8 necrotic.
Oh my gosh, I've never lost so much health so quickly.
That will end his go. Salphos.
Alright, let's take advantage of those openings in his while he's attacking poor Vidar. I'm just gonna swing away.
There's a 22 hit. That's the question. 21 missed.
22 hits.
Okay, we
Okay.
found the AC.
Oh my god.
Holy cow, that's one better than mine.
Unless he has a
Alright.
parry, which is possible.
Alright, that'll be 40 damage that round. I want to tell Vidar to grab him, but I don't know how that's gonna go.
Tank and we have tank and DPS rolls.
Right, you
Yeah,
grab, I just
you-
sit there and stab.
As he gets punched in the face from Vidar and he doubles back, you see an opening and you come in from behind and you actually swing the sword down across the side of his face and you glance off a good bit of skin and you spin around and you grab him by the shoulder with the free hand of your shield strapped to the actual forearm, and you drive the sword right through his abdomen.
I want to headbutt him.
You headbutt the back of his head and he actually pulls him off of the sword and he falls to his knees. Is that all you've got?
I mean, Mogdrid's badass.
Dude going down swinging.
I don't know why it does that. Vidar.
Finish him, Vidar.
Is he still on his knees?
Yeah, he's on his knees.
Does that
Pop his head. Pop his head.
does that count as being prone?
Technically, no.
Okay.
It's crouched.
I'm going. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna just reckless.
Go for it. 18 will miss. The 21 will miss.
I'm gonna hammerhead. I'm gonna punch him again.
Go for it. 23 will hit. Is this hit? Is this how you do it?
That's max damage with that. So I swing and I assume he. So if it's okay, can I narrate?
Go, narrate this whole thing because this is it.
Oh, I win.
We win!
Okay,
Go.
so I swing my hammer. He brings up his shield as he's coughing up blood and bleeding from his wound in the side, and he blocks it. And I whip around, bring it around again, and he actually catches the hammer with his hand and stops it before it hits him. And with both his hands up in the air, I drop my hammer and I grab the back of his head, and I leap up and just knee him in the face as hard as I can. And his nose just crunches in, and his eyes roll back as blood comes from his nose, and he collapses.
Yeah, the knee connects with the nose, completely caving it in, and he falls to his back as his eyes go completely white, dropping his sword and shield, and he's laying there, his chest, basically his armor coated in blood from the attacks, his face basically mutilated, and he's just laying there, unmoving.
I'm gonna just lean over his head and be like, told you you're gonna get beat by fools.
I forgot
Need
to
a
remind you
sound.
guys about songs of slaying. Oops.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh well.
They didn't need it.
Clearly you needed it.
It's not over yet.
It's never over because here comes the not as cool, I'm guessing.
Is this
guys-
now the scene in Jurassic Park where it's like, time to go, let's go faster?
You guys stand over the body of Mogdrid and catch your breath for a moment. And just look around. You look up at the host of orcs and goblins, and they're just also motionless, staring like 100 feet away at you guys. There's some swaying. You see the banners moving. And you see sort of in the center, the ranks part. And a black horse with a black rider comes slowly up the middle.
Fighter, we run now. We need to run.
Is this the part where
This
we
is the-
run?
This is the part where we run.
And the horse gets pretty much onto the field.
I don't like this.
Oh god, that's way too
I
close.
don't like
It's
this.
not the map, that's too close. No.
Too real.
He stops about some 60, 80 feet from you guys and just sort of looks over as you see a voidless face beneath the black hood, iron gauntlets gripping the reins of the horse.
We are not done with you yet.
As he holds out his hand and begins to pull something in midair, as if he's reaching and lifting something from the ground.
Oh no.
And you see a black swirl come around his hand, a black greenish swirl begin to encompass him, and then as you guys are fixated on him, you turn around and you see the same thing swirling around Mogdrid's body.
We gotta go.
Oh no! Zombie Mogdrid!
Feast upon their flesh.
As Mogdrid stands back.
Look, he's missing a nose.
We got that part right. Perfect how that worked out.
Yeah, that's convenient.
He's bloody in the middle too. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah. I crushed his face. I fucked up his face.
His eyes completely blacked out. Blood just dripping from him as he stands back at his full height with his sword and shield at his sides. And not a sound comes from him, but the sight and the sheer essence of what had just happened. I need, oops, both of you. Where is, wrong one. Why isn't the character sheet opening? That's not good for me. Let me refresh my page. That's awkward.
Salfos, I don't think we can outrun a horse.
No, I think we can outrun a zombie.
I need you all to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Minor, yes, at this point your fury is worn off.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I'm okay with that one.
Dalphos, you steal yourself from the sight of a Nazgul clad in full armor atop its steed and a now risen Mogdrid, and you clench your jaw and you hold your ground, though it is unnerving. Vidar, you had slain, you have exacted revenge. And now the very thing that has haunted you has returned within mere seconds. You are frightened.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Just run, Vidar.
And with that, Mogdrid's new initiative.
Boo.
Still just one better.
Boo.
Of course.
Boo.
Right as the Nazgul raises him and re-grips its reins, you hear a ear-piercing, blood-curdling scream that it just reaches up and goes straight through your ears. You are compelled to hold and try and blot out this noise as much as you can. I need Vidar to make a... Too many windows open.
Phase 2 has begun.
Oh. No, you don't make anything. You are stunned.
Oh.
You are just stunned now. You're frightened and stunned. Specifically, you are frightened of Mogdrid here. And the Nazgul turns his horse and begins to return.
Oh, at least it's
Finish them quickly. And we come to the top of the round. As Mogdrid stands up at its full height and raises his weapon, he's going to use his hatred ability, and specifically, and I have it written here, hatred on who killed him.
No!
As his yeah, he's just gonna use his hatred ability as his bonus action, so he can attack with advantage, and he is going to make 2 attacks.
He already has advantage because I'm stunned, so.
Yeah, I know, but the hatred alone makes it.
It's
No,
it's right on the nose.
Good job, Vidar.
Sorry, Mordred, about making that metaphor.
29 and a 20 both will hit. Total of 14 slashing and 7 necrotic.
I And you're not raging, right?
Right.
Not currently,
Oh
no.
my God.
He's stunned.
Okay.
That will end its turn. Salphos.
Uh-huh. Alright, I guess I'm gonna try chopping parts off of the zombie here. Let's go for the arms. And that means, Vida, you're not threatening, correct?
Not in this instance, no.
Okay, so it's a normal roll. Is it first round of combat again, or no?
No, we never
Okay.
left.
Okay, just didn't know with a new target if the break, so, okay. Alright. Oh, well, I got one, I think.
24 will hit, the 17 will not.
Alright, 14. Slashing.
14. You make the first attack gets parried off, and the first one, and you follow up with the second one that actually connects.
And then I'm just gonna scream at Vidar, Vidar, snap out of it!
The second one connects, and it's a good hit, but it does not feel like it did as much as it did 20 seconds ago.
Oh no, he's having everything. Oh, this is gonna suck. Man, if only I had cool OP weapons.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna yell at Vidar, like, snap out of it! Like,
Alright.
we need to go!
Alright, at the end of your turn, Mogdrid is going to turn and use his legendary action to make an attack at you.
Oh boy. Hot diggity dog.
With a 23.
That'll hit.
Actions.
And minimum slashing damage of 6 and maximum necrotic damage of 6.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh my God.
Vidar,
I'm stunned.
you are stunned. So that ends your turn. You are no longer stunned. Brings us back to Mogdrid, who is going to stay fixated on
Great.
all
Me.
first. He's going to see if he gets back his strike fear ability. Okay. And his hatred ability. Okay. Alright, he is going to make 2 attacks at Salphos.
Woo! Not me.
That's normal. A 22 and a 29.
Both will hit. Ow.
Wow, it's almost the same damage twice. It's a total of 22 slashing and 9 necrotic. And he's going to use his bonus action to berserk and make a 3rd attack.
Ooh. We're
15, which will miss.
bloodied here.
I passed
That
bloodied a
one.
little bit ago.
That will end his go. Salphos.
Is Vidar, are you responsive now?
Yes.
We running, Vidar?
Huh?
We running.
You can see the fear on Vidar's face. He's too afraid to give an answer.
Alright, I'm gonna hack at this zombie's legs and maybe, hopefully we can slow it down.
Okay.
Are you threatening again, Vidar, or are you still a non-threatening?
No, I should be
He's-
threatening.
He's threatening now.
Okay.
I'm no longer
Duh.
stunned.
Sweet moly.
I mean, didn't look
27,
like you
28.
needed advantage. But you get the sneak attack, which is nice.
24. That'll be 38.
Alright.
And I'll use my bonus to disengage and move to the map edge to wait for Vidar.
Okay.
Like-
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to attack Vidar. With a 30.
Is that crit?
No.
Okay.
Close. 8 slashing and 3 necrotic. You're up, Vidar.
Um,
Oh man.
Come on, Biter.
you just gonna run away?
You're frightened, right?
Yeah.
You have to run away, technically.
No, technically
No,
I don't.
no.
I
you
just
can't move
I
closer.
can't move closer, but all my attacks are disadvantaged.
We have the town trap spider, the fire.
Do you have
Um,
fire on you?
I have a torch. I have one torch.
Is it lit?
It is not lit, but
Do you have a tinder kit?
no, but maybe we can find something.
Things you might want to consider.
Vidar is going to. Vidar's gonna look at Salphos, and he's gonna look back at zombie Mogdrid, and Vidar is going to. Vidar's just gonna say, I can't let this monstrosity live.
We can get it another day.
I'm gonna bonus action Fury,
Alright.
get that up and running again, and I'm going to make 2 attacks recklessly.
Go for it. 27, 25, both will hit.
That should be 31.
Yeah, I just had to do
Yeah.
half math. Whoop. Oh god, what did I just do? No,
Yes.
that's not good. Okay. Oh, crap. Give me 1 second.
Oh god.
I have to go back through and redo all the damage because it overrode it to like -50 because I was doing minus and apparently it took it not to do the math.
Oh boy, guys.
Still got hit points to spend.
Okay, cool, got it. Okay. Yeah,
Hit points?
You make the 2 attacks and they connect, and you even feel like ordinarily that would have put somebody on their feet, and he just takes 1 step back and just locks voidless black eyes with you. Anything else?
Vidar, driven on his quest for vengeance, will not see this abomination continue to walk.
All right.
That's the end of his turn.
That will bring us to Mogdrid, who's going to roll. Yeah, it's not necessary right now. He is going to sort of sidestep to here, just sort of slowly skulking, just constantly just going and make 2 attacks.
I was gonna be like, are we kiting the boss like in Dark Souls?
The first one is a 25.
Hits.
Oh my god.
The second one is a 13, which will miss.
Yes, nice.
So 8 slashing and 5 necrotic, so 4 and 5.
Wow.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to berserk and make a bonus action attack.
I was gonna say that damage is so low.
Don't pester
Oh wait,
him.
no, you recklessly attacked?
Yeah.
Yes, so he does have advantage.
21.
Okay, that will hit.
25 and 21, both hit. And then the bonus action for 29.
Yeah, they all hit.
So
Got my
total
hopes up.
slashing is 21 slashing.
So 10.
17 necrotic.
The necrotic is killing me. Okay.
That will end his go. Southos.
I'm just gonna see that Vidar is not running and just screams and turns around because he just can't leave his friends behind.
We're
you-
dying
you-
together.
You run about 10 feet and look behind you, and you don't see Vidar coming your direction. You just stop cold and you just go, ah!
Yeah.
Turn around and just head headlong back at Mogdrid.
This is agonizing, you guys.
28 26, both will hit.
18 plus 17, that should be a 35.
You do not get sneak attack here.
That's within
Oh,
5 feet
yeah, you
threatening.
do. Never mind.
Still halved.
Okay. Bonus actions, anything?
They're not really any useful bonus actions. Wait, no. I will drink the last red water lily. They get +2 more damage on
Oh.
further.
Alright.
I really wish I had a speed potion.
At the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action to make an attack at Vidar.
No!
With a 21,
It's
14 slashing, 7 for necrotic.
that was 7 necrotic.
Yeah, it was halved to 7. No, sorry, 4 necrotic.
Oh,
7
4.
slashing was the half, sorry.
Okay. Okay.
And Vidar.
2 attacks. Recklessly, since I'm scared. They're gonna end up being straight rolls. 18 bludgeoning.
Okay. Oops.
And that's the
That's
end
not
of
the right number.
Vidar's turn.
Alright. He is going to make... Oh wait, he's got to check. Nope, okay. Let's see here. What does he want to do? He's going to turn and make 2 attacks at Salphos.
My goodness.
A 30 and a 25.
Oh, wait.
And then he'll use his Berserk for a bonus action with a 16, which will miss.
Miss.
22 slashing.
Ooh.
And 12 necrotic.
Oh, not looking good here.
That'll end his go. Southos.
That's the right health.
You wanna know how many hit points I have?
Yeah, but I don't get infinite, like, bull BS-ery barbarian.
You're frightened though. Just run like you are frightened.
There's 2 voices inside of Vidar right now. Run, fight. Nah.
How does this zombie Mordred look as one can for a zombie?
Like he's been born anew.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna attack.
Alright.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna inspirate that 21 if it doesn't hit. I'm just
Is that
gonna.
Songs of Slaying?
I have
No.
inspiration. I still have inspiration.
Okay.
No, Songs of Slaying is long gone.
No. I just guessed the
Okay.
20.
The 29 will hit.
Still sneak attacks. 19. So half it to 9.
Yep.
Very exhausted from those last few hits there.
The end of your turn will be a legendary action
Of course.
at Vidar for 1 attack. You did Reckless last.
Yep, I'm always recklessing.
So 22.
22 hits.
14 would have missed. 8 slashing and 6 necrotic.
Oh, that's a total of 10.
4 and 8. 4 and 6.
Oh my god.
Vidar, you're up.
You know what I'm gonna do.
You're going reckless.
I'm gonna recklessly attack. Old reliable.
I cannot do this
Nope.
anymore.
The fear and the exhaustion of this fight, taking blow after blow, is now starting to wear on you. Your attacks now are, the momentum is just slightly less. The hits just don't land as well as they do, and the first one just glances right off the shield, and the second one, you just flat out miss. It just doesn't even come close.
Bonus action punch.
Why is that the one that consistently hits? The second attack misses, and you just give a right hook, and you just see the jaw dislocate and goes to the side, and he just comes back, and you just hear it crack back into place.
You take that 5 points of bludgeoning damage. That's the end of Vidar's turn.
Brings us to Mogdrid. After getting his jaw broken again, I guess. He's a zombie. He's going to make his attacks at Vidar after he checks for an ability. He's already got. Finally, he gets hatred back, but you've already got advantage, so he'll make 2 attacks at advantage. 22 and 30.
Okay.
13 slashing. Or no, sorry. It's gonna be 8 necrotic total.
So the first attack is going to knock me to 0.
Okay.
I'm going to use Pierced by Many Arrows to make a con save. If I make a DC 10 con save, I stay at 1 hit point.
Okay.
Instead of going to 0.
Go for it.
I don't like this.
And the second
So the
attack
first attack-
hits.
The first attack comes in, and you actually sidestep out of the way of the sword, and he just body checks you with the shield. Blunt force right to the face, and your eyes roll back, and you sidestep, and you lose the grip on your hammer briefly. And as you begin to lose your balance and fall backwards, you just grip your hammer, bring it back up, and then just in time for the second attack to come in and slip past your guard for 7 slashing.
I can do another Pierced by Many Arrows. The DC now is 15.
Okay. Same thing. It just goes past the guard and actually slips through and gets past your armor and gets about 2 inches of penetration into your abdomen and actually comes back out, and you fall down to 1 knee with your hammer just resting on the ground, and you spit out some blood onto the ground, and you lift yourself back up. And then if they're seeing this, you go, he's gonna bonus action Berserk and make his third attack at you. A 29.
Which hits. I'm just gonna, the DC's
Deal
20
the
now.
damage. Yeah.
Wow.
The third attack comes straight down across your chest as you pull yourself up with the hammer, completely wide open, cuts straight across. Your chest just opens up and blood just begins pouring, soaking the leathers and the armor beneath you, and it just spills out into the ground. Southwest, you look over and you just see Vidar getting eviscerated.
No.
But that ends Mogdrid's turn, and Vidar is still standing at 1 hit point. The DC now is what, 25?
25.
You can't make that, dude.
I can make 25.
He did it
just rolled
27.
27. He can do it.
I cannot
The
make
odds-
30. But I can
odds are
make
gonna be
25.
terrible. Oh my god.
Southos.
I'm gonna just shout no as I'm watching Vidar get eviscerated and just like kind of getting wildly swinging here.
Oh my god, you guys, come
I want to just. Oh my god, yeah. I'm getting worn out.
22 will hit.
14 plus 9, because I forgot about the red lily last time. I want to make sure this time. So 14,
Okay.
23. So half that to 11.
God, knock him prone and run or something. Be smarter about this. Seriously. You're just
Alright.
intentionally killing yourselves at this rate.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use legendary action to attack Salphos.
I was going to disengage with my bonus
Oh, okay.
and put some distance, because I know I just can't. I'm just going to be like,
What's gonna happen? We can try to run away the army, and then Nazgul chases us down.
If you keep I'm not even there, so I can't even.
Yeah, we can't outrun a
So-
Nazgul.
He's leaving.
So, as you leave, he's going to use his legendary action to attack Vidar then. Which is very unfortunate because now it's at advantage. With a 28.
I got hit at 25.
Yep.
I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
Alright. As this attack finally comes through and hits and pierces the other side of your abdomen and gets past your armor, and at this point the blood has begun to pour out at such a rate that you're beginning to feel cold, and you feel that adrenaline, the blood pumping through your veins that drives your fury, is beginning to leave. And your vision goes tunnel, and then just slowly as spots begin to fill your vision, you lose consciousness. Vidar, I need a death saving throw. That's a failure.
Yep.
That will end your turn. And as you fall motionless on the ground, pool of blood fertilizing the ground, Mogdrid looks over at Salphos, steps over your body, and moves over to him. He's going to make his 2 attacks. A 16, which will miss, and a natural 1.
oh my god.
And then he'll use Berserk for 17.
Does not hit. Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. That will end his go. Salphos.
Alright, I'm gonna disengage and then I'm just gonna sprint away.
Okay.
Because I am not in shape to continue fighting. I am 1 tap from that man.
Alright. So you run, disengage, leaving Mogdrid standing over your friends or your companions' body. You run, you bonus action disengage?
Yeah, I'll bonus action disengage and then sprint.
And then action dash?
Yeah.
Okay, so you run 60 feet, just in full retreat, and he just stays standing there. That'll end your turn. Vidar, I need another death saving throw.
Hey, success.
That succeeds.
Just only for a moment, though. Hello.
Vidar he steps over your body, reaches down, and grabs you by the back collar of your armor and begins to drag you away. That will end his turn. Salphos, you keep running.
You just full on, like, as soon as I get to the tree line, I'm gonna just start, like, trying to
Do you just want me to roll
move quietly
the rest of my death saves then?
and move stuff.
We are going to leave this up to fate. He's not going to outright kill you, so this is going to come down to the death saves.
Okay.
So you have one failure, 1 success. Success. Fail.
It really comes down to this.
2 and 2.
Rip.
As Vidar's body is dragged back to the host of orc and goblin forces, and Mogdrid raises his sword. Take the village! And the goblins and orcs stampede on past with torches in hand and begin chucking them on the longhouse, the walls, and the whole lake goes up in flames. And he drags Vidar's body over to the feet of the horse of the Black Rider. And Salphos continues to run. Salphos, you run straight into the northern guard of this force. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. Ooh.
As you run straight through and dodge a hail of arrows, but two large black uruks, as you run through, grab you by both arms and slam you to the ground, disarming you.
Hold right there, Pinkskin. No one's leaving here.
And they raise up their hands and knock you unconscious. Vidar, in your last moments, what are your thoughts? What goes through your mind?
For a moment, he thinks about what could have been if he would have just stayed in the Great Elf, never came back out adventuring again. Maybe stayed and rebuilt, helped steady the chaos there, instead of embarking on a quest of vengeance. And, but he does find peace and, some solace in the fact that Thea and Vali, and as with his dying breaths, seeing Salphos, what he thinks escaped, there could have been better endings, but this was a good end. And he lets go of the anger and the hatred that has fueled him. And upon letting that go, his life ebbs away as well.
As your last breath leaves your body, your vision remains black for a period of time. And then a piercing white light burns what you believe to be your sight, your consciousness. And you see a long stone hall beneath the mountain. And your original companions, your friends that you set out with from Erebor on the quest to find the Great Elf, welcome you with open arms, with mead in hand and salted pork. You've gone to be with your ancestors. And that concludes Vidar's story. Salphos ends up being captured by the orc force. But those that retreated in time, Thea, Vali, Amelioda, and the rest, slipped past the goblin force in confusion as most of the forces were still getting into position. They move with great haste throughout the night. In a few days' time, end up at the doorstep of Rhosgobel, with the sky as clear as the sun begins to rise. But as they see it rise, they note the color of the horizon is red. Blood has been spilled this night. And that is where we're going to end tonight. As the Fellowship is broken. The Black Tarn is lost, and the enemy has showed their hand. And now, perhaps under the safety of Rhosgobel and the wizards, a plan might be extracted to how to better deal with this. And in time, news may come of what had happened to their two companions. But we shall find out. So thank you all for joining us this evening. We'll be back next week. Our schedule for the rest of this week is the same, with the exception of our Friday Let's Play. That has been moved to Thursday at 8 o'clock, so just keep an eye out for that. Hope you all enjoyed it. Stay proficient, everyone.